If you believe the Crawford-Davis feud was yesterday's story, think again. Terence Crawford just unleashed a major revelation in a recent interview, and Gervonta "Tank" Davis fired back instantly and harshly. Crawford mentioned the surprising notion of placing Tank against Shakur Stevenson on his undercard for his huge matchup with Canelo Alvarez. He straight up said, if Tank wasn't too arrogant to grab the spotlight, that would have been dope. Now Tank's response is shaking platforms across social media, boxing outlets, and every training room in between. Let's break down what happened.
Crawford and Canelo, I'm pretty sure.
Shakur and Tank?
Yeah, that would be dope. That would be dope, but if Tank was not so cocky to be on a Terence Crawford undercard, that would be dope. But I don't see Tank taking a backseat to no fighter.
So here's the scoop. Crawford sat for an exclusive with The Ring, and he spelled out, yes, he is set to headline the Riot Season Mega event on the 13th of September opposite Canelo. Sure, but he wants that lineup loaded. And who could better elevate the show than the long, lightweight clash featuring Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Davis? Enter Crawford's vision of his idea. That would be sick if Tank weren't too arrogant to appear on a Terence Crawford undercard. He wasn't tossing insults only at Tank. He doubled down on Shakur and even Keshin Davis, calling them the two top names within the division without question. Subtle yet savage. Absolutely. Crawford's message stayed firm. Stevenson merits the spotlight. Keshin Davis belongs there. However, placing Tank beneath another fighter's card is simply too much. That interview instantly reignited the Tank versus Bud tension, adding heat to a feud lingering since Tank insulted Bud's spouse and stood with Errol Spence during 2023 back then.
Hey, Bud and Shakur, just one question. How did Keyshawn look, man?
Like a superstar. You ready for whoever comes next, man? That boy ready. He been ready, actually. You know what I mean? It's just given the opportunity, that's all it is.
You got two little brothers that is closing on Tank. You know, one of them gonna get him.
One of them gonna get him. Yeah. It's gonna be a great night of boxing when they do.
Awesome, appreciate it.
Now Terence is essentially stating, I value the sport enough to let Shakur have his shine. Tank would crave the spotlight for himself. That sparked responses throughout boxing outlets, creator circles, fans, and everyone kept wondering what Tank's reaction would be.
Tank would never even think about to come up to 154.
What about 47 though?
Yes, if he get to pick his opponent. But Tank would never come from 35 to 54.
Y'all got into it on social media around that time. Is that just you being competitive, like when that happens? Or is it like...
I just really don't like that dude.
Why though?
Cause I just don't like him. Like, I really don't like him. That's like,
just not your cup of tea. That's just not your...
I don't like nothing about him. I just feel like, you know, he just one of these little arrogant little dudes that's using what he got to shield him. He got a lot of security guards around him, and he in the limelight and stuff like that. But in certain situations, he wouldn't be acting like that.
Do you like him as a fighter though?
Yeah, he's a damn good fighter.
Yeah,
but like his core personality and his ways, nah.
And Tank responded immediately. Gervonta jumped onto his platforms and shot back without hesitation. His message came off brief, fierce, and packed with the type of attitude only Tank brings. He said lines like, I don't fall in behind any man. He challenged what Crawford imagines he is and who allowed him the authority to shape the card lineup. Tank made it obvious he refuses to be anyone's second option, even for a huge event featuring Canelo. He reminded Crawford and everybody watching that Tank himself remains the show.
Who's next? I told y'all who I want to fight. I can't keep saying the same thing. I already told y'all who I want to fight. The best versus the best. That should be my next fight. I told y'all I'm a dog. I'm top level, elite level fighter. So let's make boxing great again. Let's put the best fighters in the ring with each other, and let's see who come out victorious.
What's notable is he didn't simply boast. He leaned on his track record. He highlighted being unbeaten with genuine one-shot knockout power. Meanwhile, Bud wants to discuss undercard placement. Impressive. The combat world erupted. Clips of his reply spread across TikTok and Instagram X. Supporters shouted, make Tank versus Shakur the main.
So, when people, what I got from that is he's a hater. If you don't know me as a person, let's say you don't like me. you don't know me. Like, you feel me? And I don't give a fuck. Him. If everybody including Will, I mean, Will. Fuck.
Same question for you.
You're a proud father.
Let's unpack the layers involved. On the surface, it seems like two elite fighters trading shots, but beneath that it runs deeper. This centers on image, legacy, and authority. Terence Crawford is targeting 2025's worldwide knockout event, the Canelo matchup in Riyadh. Naturally, he wants the undercard lineup to match that massive platform. For him, Shakur against Keshin fits perfectly. They're ambitious, relevant, and ascending talents. Tank believes even a lightweight unification bout should revolve around him, not be placed in a secondary spot.
Gervonta Davis speaking about you. Is that ever a possible fight?
Yeah, if he want to dare to be great, he can be like all the other fighters that's moving up 2 weight classes and, you know, daring to be great.
You would fight him.
Man, tell him to come up there.
He got to come to win 54.
He said I got a glass chin, so tell him to come and touch it.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Gervonta said you got a glass.
He said I got a glass chin. Tell him to come and touch it.
At 147?
At 147. I'll make 147 for him.
Ooh, see, oh, man.
He gonna have a pre-camp.
Then what the people gonna say? Oh, he's beating up on little guys.
I don't know.
Then there's perception. Crawford has crafted an image of being calm, yet dangerous, technical yet sharp. His low-key strategic strikes contrast with Tank's bold, high-energy persona. That difference drives the whole dynamic. Crawford views Tank's ego as obvious. Tank views Crawford's humility as a mask for insecurity or even threat. It's also tied to hierarchy and respect. Crawford basically implied Tank would never accept being merely undercard. For a fighter built on swagger, that's a direct provocation. Tank's response highlighted the fight IQ, savvy, and business sense he's accumulated. He's not only guarding his pride, he's guarding his career identity.
Who have Shakur? What have Shakur done? What have he done in the sport? He haven't done nothing. The young one is looking more better than him.
Who that?
The Keyshawn looking way more better than this. I keep screaming his name. He haven't done nothing. Keyshawn haven't even done nothing.
So what do you say to those who might
keep
be
saying his name
afraid?
for?
So what do you say to those who might be saying that, you know, Tank is afraid of Shakur?
Afraid of what? Afraid of what? Us fighters, if we're afraid of somebody, it gotta be somebody hitting us and hurting us. Like, he don't have no offense. Everything is defense. Defense only winning basketball and football. That shit in boxing.
But let's be honest about it. Gervonta Tank Davis hasn't truly been active in the sport since that strange, flat majority draw with Lamont Roach back in March. That matchup left supporters puzzled, analysts split, and Tank himself has been unraveling. From that night on, it seems like Tank lost the feeling for the gloves, the drive, the sharpness, the concentration. All of it has vanished. And what's he doing instead of clearing things up with a rematch? Hiding. Straight up avoiding the Roach rematch.
You still early in the game. What do you want your legacy to be when it comes to this game, man?
Beat the system.
The system. What's the system of boxing?
Beat the system of boxing, life. Just beat the system. Be able to spread my wings and had my people next to me spread their wings. That's it. I ain't really got no big goal of this sports and all that. I just want to get my money and just remove myself.
And instead he's out here calling out Jake Paul. Yes, you heard that correctly. Jake Paul. What are we even pretending to watch? This isn't real boxing. It's YouTube drama wearing gloves. Let's be honest. Tank against Jake becomes nothing more than a dressed-up money grab. A spectacle match with pay-per-view stamped across it. No legacy involved. No legitimate belts. No meaningful rankings. Just viral moments. Noisy press events. And layers of hype. And the worst part is that both fighters agree completely.
I'm not sure, bro. I'm definitely not sure, but hopefully we could get it before. Nah, it probably won't be this year.
Is that the one you want next?
It's definitely the one I want next, but it's not gonna be next.
What is?
You might see it in a minute.
Clearly in there, man. I thought I won. I thought I did enough to get the victory over a spectacular fighter. I told y'all from the beginning, man, that I got the skills to pay the bills. I've been telling y'all that. And I'm just glad I got to show it, honestly. I'm glad I got to show it. I appreciate, like I said before, I appreciate True Boxing Media. Some guys that didn't count me out. So that's just how I feel, man. I think I won. And, I can't wait to do it again. I can't wait to dance again.
So now it's obvious they're not pursuing greatness. They're chasing money and attention. And though Jake Paul has always leaned into spectacle, watching someone like Tank, who once appeared to be the next generational talent, slide into that same lane hits differently. It's disappointment unfolding instantly. Let's remember Davis has discussed retirement for months. In nearly every interview, he mentions how he no longer loves the sport in the way he once did back then before.
Gervonta Davis just posted that he would beat the brakes off of you if you guys fight.
I mean, I'll be down. Let's run it. I'll be super, super down.
Gervonta needs Jake Paul. Let's be clear, right?
Is there a height limit in boxing?
25 is at the next year. I'm out of it.
After our second fight.
You're out of it?
Yeah.
Care to elaborate on that?
Out of the sport.
After our second fight. Nah, no, I'm gonna win, bro.
Nah, I could tell you my fights.
Tank is done. Tank is hung him up. Shoes off. Get the bag. Put a plaque up. He done. Tank is done.
When you say done, you mean like not fighting anymore?
Tank is checked out mentally. Tank is gone mentally. Tank looking for the big bag of Jake Paul, Pacquiao, something similar, and he's looking to, hey, I'll see you later. Tank is standing. He's not gonna fight Shakur Stevenson at all. At all. I don't care how much money Turkey offered, give him 4 Lamborghinis, whatever. Tank ain't taking that fight.